servant population. Slavery, as you know, is constitutionally protected under the 13th Amendment. Slavery as a mechanism of punishment is perfectly permissible, allowed, and still exists in the United States of America, in many states, including California. California, as a matter of fact, had a ballot initiative in the last election, in the general election that we just had, where they overwhelmingly voted to preserve slavery as a form of punishment in the state constitution. I'm joined, of course, by Caroline Kwan, Marchie Poo, and also my very own volunteer firefighter, engineer extraordinaire, Marat Piker, on this wonderful journey. Thank you guys so much for coming.
So the Anti-Recidivism Coalition, that's a group that works with these incarcerated firefighters who we are going to go talk to. They currently have a fundraiser to raise funds for these firefighters after they are released from prison. The way firefighting works, not even just during times of crisis like this, is that they're 24 hours on, 24 hours off. So we're going to be talking to a group of people who are on the 24 hours off, but obviously they're exhausted, and it's a lot what they're doing right now, but that's how it is. So they work for 24 hours straight, and then they have 24 hours off. God damn. But, oh my God, the governor's there right now. Oh, well, that'll be fun.
Gavin is right behind us right now. Yeah. Big Gav, gruesome Governor Gavin Newsom, California. I've never met him. California Oblast, ruling with an iron fist. What do you want to tell the camera about yourself?
Scott Budnick, movie producer, spent 14 years making The Hangover and Project X and a bunch of stupid shit. Went into juvenile hall, met a bunch of incarcerated kids, and started doing this. And here we are, still making movies, but doing this is what kind of feeds my soul.
And what's the group that you work with predominantly? Like you have a recidivism.
Yeah, ARC.
Right?
So it's an organization I started. So after I was making comedies, then I did that, and now I'm back in the movie business making movies, but I'm still on the board of ARC and doing this kind of work.
We were supposed to have a meeting
on Friday, and I got evacuated.
That was like I didn't even realize that you were doing this thing. We were supposed to have this meeting, and I thought it was like a regular, sometimes producers and stuff like that hit me up. And then Caroline was like, oh, I was doing some research on like incarcerated firefighters, like where to donate and whatnot, because it's something that we talk about quite a bit.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, there's this guy, Scott Budnick. And I was like, I know this name. Where do I know it? It's like, oh my God.
Wait, you figured this out?
Yeah, she's the one.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a second, that's crazy that these two things intersected.
We actually have a mutual.
How's it going? What's going on, man?
Kimbo,
nice to meet you. Kimbo, Hassan, nice to meet you.
So I was like, oh, this guy. Okay, I think we gotta connect with them.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Any big Kimbo right here?
Kimbo, you're on Twitch.
What's up with it? How's it going?
So, from what we understand, Scott was telling us, Scott was giving us the lay of the land here.
Okay.
So you're originally from Juvie, right?
Or, nah, I'm a youth offender.
You're a youth offender.
I caught my case at 18.
All the red caps here, in particular, if you can show right there, they're all from. Are you guys all from the same correctional facility?
Yeah, we're all from Growlersburg Fire Camp.
Okay.
We're the Wild Peak Crews.
Okay.
So crews here right now.
These guys went in as juvenile offenders. From what I understand, there's also there's a lot of restrictions in terms of who can do this kind of firefighting as an incarcerated individual. But for you guys, there's a additional opportunity, right? Like even if you went in as a violent offender,
yes, sir.
If you went into a juvenile facility, you still have the ability to come and get training. What are the benefits of doing something like this?
Okay, we got violent crime, so we got sentenced to a longer time.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to go to high level security yards, real serious stuff going down, real dangerous yards. But with this opportunity with Scott Budnick, he let the guys that got caught up at 18 not have to go do time with like OG lifers and all that. So we got an opportunity to come to fire camp, and we get time cuts, so time off our sentence, a bunch of time off our sentence. We're like the highest paid inmates in the whole system.
What's the pay though? It's still pretty low, right?
Yeah, it's still low. I think I get like $180 a month.
That's crazy.
They give you extra when it's during a crisis, right?
Nah, we don't get no extra during no crisis.
No?
Not for us. Maybe the free firefighters, but we don't get no extra during the crisis. But there's supposed to be a pay increase in the future. We're supposed to get $5 an hour, but that's still low for like people on the street. But for us, we're like, that make us like we'll be doing real well.
Yeah, but you're doing You're doing
Yeah.
crazy work. You're
Crazy-
out here.
yeah,
You
crazy
said
work.
24
Crazy
hours
ass
in,
stuff.
24 hours out, right? And then
Yeah.
sometimes they do 12 hours in, 12 off. But I mean, what are some of the things that you do on a day-to-day basis out here?
We go in with our tools. We hike up. We hike a bunch of miles. We're on the mountain. Then we grab. We work with our hand tools. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like the hardest job in the firefighting for the wildland. Period. It's like we're like infantry. We're the foot soldiers.
Yeah.
So we're cutting line. We're scraping brush. We're using chainsaws. Scraping brush. We're making a path between the fire and the rest of the fuel, the community, the brush. So we make that barrier. We create that barrier with our hand tools. But it takes a long time. It takes hours and hours. And we go where the bulldozers can't get to. You feel me? So we're going tight spaces, real steep, where a bulldozer would like fall if it would try to go up there. So yeah, it's crazy stuff. We sleep out there. We get our rest when we can out there on the mountain. It's crazy. Yeah.
It gets dangerous too, right?
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. I have to dodge rocks sometimes coming down. Dodge them. You feel me? I swear to God,
Yeah.
my mama. We got this is
I
crazy,
believe
bro.
you.
It's crazy. This
All
is
right.
dangerous work. It's dangerous work.
Will you like it?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's almost like a respite from being? Is it better than being in prison or no?
It's way better because I was in a prison yard. I'm seeing guys get stabbed, get jumped, get beat up. The cops treat us like shit. But here, we get better treatment, right? They talk to us like humans. They talk to us like humans. We got a job. We're underpaid, but we got a job.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then the community comes out and shows us all kinds of love. We never received that growing up. We never received that kind of love, that kind of recognition for anything we've done. So now, doing this kind of stuff and all this love coming, that's life-changing for a lot of guys because that's all they be needing is a little bit of recognition. With this, it's life-changing and we get opportunities at careers.
How long was your sentence? If you don't mind me asking.
17 years.
17 years.
Yep.
God damn. They're gonna shave it off.
Yep.
They're gonna shave it off.
They're gonna shave it off. They shaving some off.
They better shave it
But you
off.
feel me? We ain't breaking. You know what I mean? We ain't folding. You feel me?
No.
17 years, but now I'm at camp. I got about 2 years left. 2 years left. I had to work a bunch of time off with schooling and graduating high school.
How old are you now?
I'm 25 now. I'm forgetting. I've been down for a minute.
I feel you.
I started at 18. I'm 25 now.
And you got linked up with this program how many years ago?
I got to fire camp last year. In November, that was the first time any person like mine with my kind of case, violent crime, was allowed to go to fire camp last year in November. So we're the start of it.
What about for adult offenders? Do you think that like it's a good program overall, right? Like it's like even if it wasn't fighting wildfires, like do you feel like these kinds of initiatives? You talked about being feeling like a human, right? Feeling like a sense of dignity from other people. Do you feel like these kinds of programs, reintegration programs like that, would be successful overall? Like in terms of giving you proper training and giving you tools to one, lower your sentence, give back to the community somehow, and then when you go out, you have, well, I'm not entirely sure about the wildfire programs in general, but like in general, it's good to have that kind of work experience so you don't feel like your life is lost.
Yeah, it can be successful, but the thing is the pay. The work compared to the pay is like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys get broke off on the mountain, their body get beat up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if the pay went up, more guys would be more grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah.
We're grateful for the opportunity. We got all this time. You feel me? We're young. Then we're real excited. We're real motivated. So when we get out, we're firefighters. You feel me? We're not running the streets no more.
Yeah.
But for the adult crews, I mean, it just depends on their motivation. But it's hard work. So if you're lazy, you're not gonna last. You're gonna hate it. But if you're motivated to better yourself, it's gonna work for you as long as you work it.
It's nice to hear from you, man. I don't want to keep you from eating your food.
It's all good, man.
It's
It's good, man. It's
cold.
my 24 down. Appreciate you guys for coming out.
Yeah, nice to meet
Appreciate
you,
it, bro.
Xavier, he's down to talk, and then
Yeah.
if you guys want to.
Come here. Let's talk. Yo, those are. Does the state give you those?
Yeah, we get them brand new though.
Those are kind of drippy, dude.
Just a little bit, you know, so you look fly on the mountain, you know? Something nice.
Yeah. Do you get to keep it? Do you get to keep the hats?
Yeah.
Oh, you get to bring it back?
Well, everything, they give us everything, everything's kind of state issue when you get there. They kind
Uh-huh.
of prepare you for the fires, so that way when you get out there, do what you
No,
gotta
but I'm
do.
saying like when you go back, do you get to keep him?
Man, I don't think so.
It's crazy.
It's considered an antique.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna try to
Yeah, I don't
get one
think
of
he
these
wants to keep
too?
that either.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna cop his shoes.
You're like, hey, can I get this?